Hello, my name is Robert Brodish. Welcome to my presentation on informal assessment. I'm going to share four types of informal assessment that could easily be used within a classroom setting across all levels. First one I'd like to share is called journaling. With this activity, you would provide students with a short amount of time at the end of a class where they would write down something that they learned for the day. This could be one sentence, this could be a short paragraph. You can vary it for the types of learners that you have or the grade level that you're teaching. This could be done in a notebook or on a piece of paper that students use for 1 week or the entire chapter, however you'd like to approach it. You could also do this on a Word document, on a laptop or a computer or a tablet, or you could even do it on a Google Doc and have the document shared with you and the teacher and the student. The students could be able to share it with multiple students, maybe even the class or the entire section, in which case students could then use this as a study guide or maybe refer to this when they might have missed something that was taught in class. The use of this for a teacher could be to determine if students are learning the content that you are teaching in the class, and it's also a way to teach appropriate technology use, especially if you're using it as a shared document with others. The assistive technology that's used in this assessment is, if it's not done in a notebook, students have to use a tablet, a phone, or computer, any type of mobile device. If they are using that, they could use any type of text-to-speech or speech-to-text features within that device. If using a mobile device, students have to find a way to save their work or make sure that they do save their work. Otherwise, they won't be able to see what they wrote yesterday or what other students are sharing. The next one is a paper toss or a trade, depending on how you approach the activity. In this case, students would write down a question that they have or a vocabulary term or a specific topic. And then after this, students then are provided with 10-15 seconds of time where they can throw the papers across the room, throw them at each other, or you can have it more organized and have them just keep passing papers to the left or the right, however you'd like to pass them. I think this is an interesting activity given the time of the year. Students might have fun, kind of like a snowball fight, however you'd like to approach it as the teacher. At the end of the time, each student then could read what is written down on their paper that they have. Hopefully it's something that somebody else wrote and not their own. And they could either share it with the class, and you could use this as a review activity for like a test, or they could just write down the answer and give it to you as a teacher. So the teacher could then see if the students are picking up on the content that you want them to learn. The assistive technology used for this activity would just include anything that students need to write anything down or read. So no really ed tech, nothing that we would typically associate with the term technology is used in this activity. The next one is 3, 2, 1. In this assessment, students would list 3 items they learned, 2 questions that they have, or 2 things they found interesting, and then 1 item that they are still unsure about. I've also seen this used for professional developments in which adults or educators would, for their one, they listed something that they would like to change in the way the presentation was or the information was presented. This is used at the end of a lesson or a presentation or a small chapter or section to determine what students learned and what may need to be retaught or assisted with in the near future. The assistive technology that could be used with this 3-2-1 is a graphic organizer, or having the ability to use a mobile device, so you could make one of these in its own document, and students could type it in using speech-to-text that way. If you don't need to use technology, this strategy doesn't really have a disadvantage in that sense. And lastly, this is something I like to call what sticks. It's almost like a ticket out the door, but you use sticky notes and students respond to the lesson, essential question, or their thoughts on a topic, and they stick it in a designated section by the teacher at the end of the day. This is useful because it allows students to anonymously respond to any question or statement that allows the teacher to gain a deeper understanding of what the students know. Again, just like some of the others, this doesn't really use any technology that we would refer to. but this could be created on a shared Google document if you need to. Thank you for listening. My name again is Robert Brodish, and this is Assignment 3.1, Informal Assessment Screencast.